Hello student, my name is Padwe Deepmala Arun from Department of Chemistry, RBNB College, Srirampur. Last lecture we are studied the 12th Science Chemistry Transition and Inner Transition Element, in which we already studied what is meant by transition element, then position of D blocks element in the modern periodic table, then we can already study the electronic configurations of the D blocks of element. Today we are going to start the transition elements, properties of the transition elements. Properties of transition elements, in which it shows a number of properties. The first property is atomic radius. Firstly, atomic radius is decreases due to the increases nuclear charge. Firstly, atomic radius is decreases due to the nuclear charge is also increases. Here, atomic radius firstly decreases and nuclear charge is increases. After atomic radius decreases, then atomic radius is constant. After the periodic table, atomic radius is why its atomic radius becomes constant at the middle level and we can move from left to right. Why the atomic radius it can be constant? Because the nuclear charge is increases and atomic number is also increases. Towards the end of that scandium to zinc or a transition element left to right move, that times the atomic radius is increases towards the end. Atomic radius is increases and it can also increases the nuclear charge and also increases the atomic number. The first properties is the atomic radius. At the starting point left to right, we can move the left to right of the transition elements in the periodic table. The atomic radius firstly decreases and nuclear charges increases. After the decreases atomic radius, then forms the atomic radius is constant. Sometime as we move the left to right on the periodic table, the atomic radius is constant. Why it is constant? Because the nuclear charge is increases and atomic number is also increases. Then after the end, the atomic radius is increases due to the nuclear charge is also increases and atomic number is also increases. This is the first properties of the transition elements, atomic radius. Second property is it can forms the alloy. It can forms the alloy, means transition elements can forms the alloy. Second properties, it can forms, means transition elements forms the alloys. Why it can forms the alloys and what is meant by alloy? Alloy is a metal and mixtures of metal, homogeneous mixture, we can forms the alloy. Alloy means the number of metals can be mixed with each other and then forms the alloy. Alloy, transition metals or transition elements, it can forms the alloy. Because they have almost the similar size and smaller in size, and that's why it can form the alloy. Next properties is it can shows the variable oxidation states. Why it becomes the variable oxidation state shows in the transition elements? Because of the nuclear charge is high, atomic radius is decreases gradually, and it can forms the variable oxidation state. For example, here is a scandium, scanadium, then zinc. Towards the end of the modern periodic table, the zinc element and scandium is a starting element. Scandium, its atomic number is 21 and zinc is also 30. Here is 3d 1 and 4s 2 and zinc 30, it's a 3d 10 and 4s 2. Here is the completely d orbitals and number of unpaired electrons not present. In that scandium, here is number of unpaired electrons are present, and that's why the variable oxidation state shows in the transition elements, in which the medium is a manganese. Manganese, its atomic number is 25 and it can show 3d5u and 4s2. Here the manganese, in which the number of unpaired electrons are present in a 5u and the number of unpaired electrons are more, and that's why it can show a variable oxidation state, in which the 3D transition series, the more oxidation state will be shown in a manganese elements. Here is only +2 or +3 oxidation state shows in the scandium. Then manganese, it shows a 6 oxidation state will be shown in the manganese elements. Then zinc also shows a number of oxidation state is also decreases. Here oxidation state is +2 or +3, then increases oxidation state scandium to manganese, the oxidation state will be increases. Here it can shows the 6 oxidation state, and then manganese to zinc, it's towards the manganese to zinc, the oxidation state will be decreases. Why it decreases? Because of the number of unpaired electrons will be decreases, and it's a fulfilled electron, d orbitals in which the 10 electrons are present, and zinc is a fulfilled electron. That's why it can shows a more than the zinc is a more, shows the oxidation state, zinc is less than to the manganese. Next properties is, the fourth properties is metallic character. The transition elements, all of these transition elements, it can shows the metallic character. Why it can shows the metallic character? Because against the reason are same, because due to the presence of unpaired electrons are in the d orbital or d subshell, and that's why it can shows the metallic character. The next point is, next properties is a high melting point and boiling point. Fifth properties, the transition elements, high melting point and boiling point. Why the transition elements it can shows the high melting point and boiling point? Because again the reason are same, because it's due to the presence of unpaired electron, more unpaired electron is present in the d orbital or the transition series, and that's why it can shows the high melting point and boiling point. It can also shows the metallic characters, that's why it also the high melting point and boiling point. The next point is a density. Here is melting point and boiling point is high, then it can shows the metallic characters, and that's why its density is also high. Density is also high because due to the presence of unpaired electron. Now next properties is ionization enthalpy. Here the ionization enthalpies of the transition elements or 3D series or 4D series or 5D series, all of these transition elements, as we move left to right on the periodic table, the ionization enthalpy is gradually decreases. Ionization enthalpy is gradually decreases. Why it is decreases? Because of due to the presence of unpaired electron. Then again the same reason, the scandium to zinc in that 3D series, it's a 3D 1 and 4s 2. Here is 3D 10 and 4s 2. Then it in which the atomic radius is decreases, then constant, and lastly the atomic radius is increases, in which the ionization enthalpy is gradually decreases. Why it is decreases? Because of due to presence of unpaired electron, and atomic radius size is also small. That's why ionization enthalpy is gradually decreases as we move left to right on the modern periodic table. The next point is formation of complexes. Here the transition elements, we know that the transition elements, it can show the metal. All of these transition elements is the metals, and it can forms the complex. The number of metals are combined with each other, and then formations of the complexes, and it also the formations of the complexes. Why it is forms the complexes? Because the number of unpaired electrons are present, then it can be high meltings and boiling point, it also high the density, then its atomic radius size firstly decreases, means smaller size, and then also atomic radius size is increases, and that's why it can form the formations of complexes. Next properties is catalytic properties. All transition elements in which the number of elements it can forms the catalyst, in which the reactions of the hydrogenation reaction, in which the nickel and platinum, it is a good catalytic property. It forms the good catalytic properties because in which the catalyst is a homogeneous catalysts are formed and heterogeneous catalysts are formed. And of the, for example, the reaction is a heterogenation. Hydrogenation reactions will be occur that time nickel and platinum, it can shows the catalyst, and use of the nickel and platinum catalyst, and then forms the hydrogenation reaction is completed, and that's why it's a good catalytic properties of the transition elements. The next properties is magnetic properties. The transition elements, it can shows the magnetic properties, in which the two types of the magnetic properties will be shown. The first one is a paramagnetic properties and second one is a diamagnetic properties. second one is the diamagnetic properties. First, the paramagnetic properties in which the number of unpaired electrons are present, and that's why it can show the paramagnetic properties. Here is a number of unpaired electrons are present. The paramagnetic properties of the transition elements, there are two types. First one is the paramagnetic properties and second one is the diamagnetic properties. In which the paramagnetic properties, the number of unpaired electrons are present, and that's why it can show the paramagnetic properties. For example, scandium 2+. Here is number of unpaired electron is 3d 1 and 4s 2. Here the number of unpaired electron is a 1, and that's why its paramagnetic properties will be shown, and number of unpaired electron will be increases. The paramagnetic properties also increases. In the other side, the diamagnetic properties will be different, in which the number of unpaired electron completely d orbital is a field. Here is, for example, zinc 2+. Here is atomic number zinc is 30, and in which the completely field is occur 3d 10 and 4s 2. Completely d orbital, complete field, and that's why it can shows the diamagnetic properties. Number of paired electrons are present in the d orbital, and that's why it can show the magnetic properties. Then next point is, here is a magnetic momentum will be also occur in the transition elements. How will we calculate the magnetic momentum? The magnetic momentum will be calculated the formula. The simple formula is the square root of n plus 2 Bohr magneton. Magnetic momentum will be calculated by the simple formula is the square root of n plus 2 Bohr magneton. For example, we can explain the first example is cobalt 2+. Here is atomic number of the cobalt is 27. Its electronic configuration is 3d7 and 4s2. Then we can calculate the number of unpaired electron. Similar, here is a d orbital in which present in a 5 blocks, and we can calculate the number of unpaired electron. Here is 3d7, number of electron is 7, and then we can calculate. This is the d orbital 3d in which the 7 electron can be substituted of the d orbital. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then remaining 2 electrons can be paired with the first and second electron. Here is a complete field, 2 blocks in which the complete field electron and number of electrons, unpaired electrons, we can calculate the 1, 2 and 3. Means in the cobalt 2+ elements in which the number of elements is present in 3 number of electrons are present. 3 number of electrons are present. Here n is equal to n means number of unpaired electron. How many number of unpaired electrons are present in the cobalt 2 plus ion? Is a 3. N is equal to 3. Then we can substitute this value in that magnetic momentum formula. The formula is square root of n plus 2 Bohr's magneton. Then we can substitute the number of unpaired electrons 3 in that formula. The n is equal to 3. That's why we can write. Then here is a 3 plus 2 Bohr's magneton, and then calculate square root of 3 into 5 and then square root of 15 Bohr's magneton. It's easily we can calculate the magnetic momentum of all of these elements in the transition series. This is the properties of magnetic properties. The next properties is color. The transition elements can show the color. Why it can show the color? Because in which the number of unpaired electrons are present in that d orbital. That's why it can show the color. And transition elements, all of these transition elements, it can show the color. For example, we can calculate the scandium 3 plus. Here is electronic configuration is 3d 0 and 4s 2. In that case, the number of unpaired electron is 0. Number of unpaired electron is 0 because in which the d orbitals, the empty, d orbital is a empty, and here is a unpaired electron is a 0, and that's why it shows a colorless. Here scandium 3 plus is a example, and it can show the colorless. Then next example, here is scandium 2 plus. Scandium 2 plus atoms in which the electronic configuration is 3d1 4s2. 3d1 and 4s2. The number of unpaired electron in that case is how many? 1. Because of 3d1, 1 unpaired electrons are present in scandium 2 plus ion, and it can show the color. Why it can show the color? Because of due to presence of unpaired electrons. Unpaired electrons is a more shows, and its a color is also more or dark. And then why? Then paramagnetic properties. All of the transition elements, it can shows the paramagnetic properties, and its color is a high or darkness. Then diamagnetic properties. In that time, the color is colorless. The diamagnetic properties will be occurs, and then colors of the transition elements is a colorless. The next properties is next and last properties is it can formation of interstitial compound. Interstitial compound. It can shows the formation of interstitial compounds when in which the small atoms like nitrogen, oxygen and carbon, these are the smallest atoms, and it can show the some space, interstitial space in which the crystal lattice forms in which the space will be nitrogen, oxygen and carbon. It can be shows the space and it can be trap of the nitrogen, oxygen and carbon, and that's why it can shows the formations of intrastatial compound. Then other example is also sulfide and oxide. Sulfide and oxide is also in the trap, and that's why it's a crystal lattice field in which the traps of the sulfide and oxide, and it can shows the formations of intrastatial compound. These are the properties of transition elements. All of these properties as the transition element we can discuss today. The first properties is atomic radii. We know that the atomic radii firstly decreases gradually as we left to right on the modern periodic table. Atomic radius firstly decreases because of due to the nuclear charge is also increases. After some time the atomic radius is constant. Why it is constant? Because of the nuclear charge is high and atomic number is also increases. Then towards the end the atomic radius is increases and nuclear charge is also increases due to the atomic charge is also increases. Second properties is the transition elements, it can forms the alloy. It can forms the alloy. Why it is forms the alloy? Because all transition elements are metals, and metals are combines with each other and one place to another place are easily moved, and that's why it can forms the alloy. Third properties is variable oxidation state. Third properties is the transition element, it can shows the variable oxidation state. Why it is shows the variable oxidation state? Because in which the number of unpaired electrons are present in that d orbital or d subshell, and that's why it can shows the variable oxidation state. Next properties is metallic character. The all transition elements, it can shows the metallic properties and metallic character. Again the reasons are same, because in which due to the presence of unpaired electrons are present in the d orbitals and elements, and that's why it can shows the metallic characters. Next properties of the transition elements is it can shows the elements are a high melting points and boiling points due to the presence of unpaired electrons and increases of atomic size and left to right, then increases of metallic character. That's why it can shows high melting point and boiling point. Next properties is melting point and boiling point is also high. That's why density is also high. All of these transition elements, its a density is high. Why it's high? Because the melting point is high, boiling point is high, metallic character is also shows due to the presence of unpaired electrons. That's why its density is also high. Then next transition properties is ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy on the modern periodic table, as we move the left to right, the ionization enthalpy is gradually decreases. In that time the ionization enthalpy is decreases, the nuclear charge is also increases and atomic size is also increases. Then it can formations of the complexes, means the transition elements, it can forms the complexes. In organic chemistry, in that time the complex will be morely forms, and the transition element, it has a properties, then formation of a complexes. Next properties is catalytic properties. The transition elements, it have good catalytic properties. It has been two types of the catalytic properties is heterogeneous catalytic properties and homogeneous catalytic properties. On the examples of a hydrogenation reaction, in which the nickel and platinum is a good catalyst used as in that hydrogenation reaction. Next properties is magnetic properties. The transition elements D blocks of elements or transition elements, it can show the magnetic properties. There are two types is also similar, paramagnetic properties and diamagnetic properties. Paramagnetic properties that time shows in which the number of unpaired electrons is increases. Number of unpaired electrons is increases, the paramagnetic properties is also increases. And paramagnetic properties is increases, the color is also increases or darkness. Paramagnetic properties of that elements, the color is also formed. Then second magnetic properties is a diamagnetic properties. Diamagnetic properties in which the fulfilled d orbital. For example, zinc, we already discussed about the zinc. Zinc has a fulfilled electron, it completely filled, and that's why it can show the diamagnetic properties, and it's a color. In that time, the diamagnetic property we can shows that color, the compound is a colorless or the element is a colorless because of fulfilled d orbitals. Next and last properties is formations of intrastatial compound. The transition elements, it can easily forms the intrastatial compounds in which the nitrogen, carbon and oxygen, nitrogen, carbon and oxygen, this is the smaller atom, and it can be trapped to the crystal lattice field and easily forms the intrastatial compound. All of these 12 are the transition elements properties. We can study the transition elements properties. Thank you.